Hey everyone, welcome back to Tailfin's AI Executive Briefing. I'm Maddie, and as always, I'm here with Eric. This is your 10-minute download on the week's biggest moves in AI. Eric, you ready to dive in?
Absolutely, Maddie. And it's been a good week. I mean, if you want to talk about power moves, Mark Zuckerberg's basically handing out sports star salaries to AI researchers now. 4 folks from OpenAI just joined Meta's new superintelligence team, and the compensation on offer is $100 million each. That's a whole new benchmark for the industry.
Yeah, it's wild. I remember when a 7-figure offer was the stuff of legend in Silicon Valley, and now we're talking 9 figures. I've been in those rooms negotiating with top talent, and honestly, it's like a high-stakes chess match. But this is a whole new level. Zuck's not just playing catch-up, he's trying to leapfrog the competition.
And then there's Softbank. Masayoshi Son is going all in on AI over the next 10 years to attempt to build a market-dominating position. He's already invested $32 billion into OpenAI, and he's announced this vision of Softbank as the organizer of the entire AI industry, the dominant platform for artificial superintelligence over the next decade. It's classic Softbank. Big bets, big risks.
Yeah, and if you look at his track record, the highs of Alibaba, but also the lows of WeWork, he's not afraid to go big when he's convinced it's the right bet. But what does this mean for the global AI race? Are we just going to see the same handful of companies controlling everything? Or is this going to open up new opportunities for, the next generation of startups?
That's the question, isn't it? I mean, we've talked before about how these mega investments can accelerate innovation, but they also concentrate power. And with this much money flying around, the stakes for the next decade are massive. It's not just about who builds the best model, it's about who sets the rules for everyone else.
Totally. And honestly, as someone who's built and sold tech companies, I can tell you when the big players start throwing around this kind of cash, it changes the whole talent market. Suddenly, everyone's rethinking their next move, and usually the talent gets what the talent wants. Let's keep moving because the legal side of AI had a big week too.
Right, so Meta and Anthropic both scored wins in court this week. The US legal system basically said it's okay for them to use copyrighted material to train their large language models. The authors who brought the case lost, at least for now.
Yeah, but it's not like the issue's settled. I mean, the legal uncertainty is still huge. By the time we get real clarity, the AI horse will have not just left the stable, it'll be halfway around the track and headed for the winner's enclosure.
It's a bit of a mess, isn't it? The issue boils down to whether any training can be justified as fair use or just, theft. If you were an author, Maddie, would you want your work used to train AI?
That's a tough one. I mean, as a creator, I get wanting to protect your work. But as a technologist, I see how much better these models get with more data. It feels like there should be a middle ground, compensation or opt-outs. But right now, it feels like the law's just not keeping up with the tech. And the practical issue of identifying and paying the millions of content creators individually every time a model touches their content gives me a headache just thinking about it.
Yeah, and as we discussed in a previous episode, the legal system is always playing catch-up with AI. I don't think we'll see a real resolution soon, but these cases are setting some important precedents. Let's see how it shakes out. Speaking of things shaking up, AI is creeping into every corner of daily life now.
Yeah, so WhatsApp just rolled out AI-generated message summaries in the US. If your group chats are as chaotic as mine, this is a lifesaver. I actually tried it last week during a conference, came back to like 200 unread messages, and the AI just gave me the highlights. It's not perfect, but it's way better than scrolling forever.
I could use that, honestly. My family group chat is just memes and random links. But it does make you wonder, are these tools making life easier, or are we just adding another layer of complexity? Like now we need AI to manage our AI-generated content. And how does the data privacy work with all this? It's not straightforward.
Yeah, it's a bit meta, no pun intended. But it's not just messaging. There's a new study published by Taylor and Francis over in the UK showing that over 20% of university students are using AI to cheat. That's a lot. Pandora's box is wide open, and universities are scrambling to keep up.
It's a real challenge. I mean, we've talked about AI in education before, but this is a new level. If you're a teacher, how do you even spot AI-generated work now? And for students, it's this weird mix of temptation and risk. I don't know, Maddie, is this just the new normal?
I think so. The tech's not going away, so the education system has to adapt. Maybe it's about teaching students how to use AI responsibly, because banning it just won't work. And also, when AI is used smartly, it improves things and benefits everyone. But yeah, it's complicated. Let's shift gears and talk about some tools that are actually making a positive impact.
Right, so let's talk through Tailfin's featured 4 new AI tools this week. First up, Genially. It turns static PDFs and PowerPoints into interactive content. Great for anyone in learning and development or marketing. There's a free plan, and then paid tiers if you need more features. Change those dull slides into something that engages and delivers interactively, with over 1,000 templates to get you started.
Yeah, and then there's Glimpse, which is all about spotting emerging consumer trends. It tracks global search data across categories like beauty, tech, food, you name it. If you're in product or marketing, this is really great data to have at your fingertips. Again, there's a free plan, but the pro version gives you way more data.
Julius is next. Think of it as your own AI data analyst. You upload your data, and it'll clean, analyze, and visualize it for you. No technical skills needed. We've all worked with data teams who are deluged with questions from around the business and struggle to deliver to a deadline or deliver at all despite their best intentions. Julius stores your data securely and lets you chat to it to generate the insights and answers you need, visualized as charts, graphs, reports, or summaries. It's the data analyst who always says yes and makes your data work for the business in moments.
And then there's Maverick, an AI email marketing platform. It enables personalized video messages, content optimization, and comes with inbox placement tools. There's a free plan, but if you're sending a lot of video emails, you'll want the paid tier. There's more on Genially, Glimpse, Julius, and Maverick in the executive briefing PDF, including links to the products, so check that out for more information.
The big thing about these solutions is that you don't need any technical knowledge to use them. Whether you're 7 or 77, you can jump right in and get started. This week also saw Anthropic's Claude model launch an in-chat app building function. It's a no-code builder for apps, websites, games, pretty much anything. That's a big leap in capability. You can chat and create apps without writing a single line of code. It's really powerful to watch in action.
Totally. And Tailfin's take on vibe coding is that it's going to be the fastest growing AI use case in the second half of 2025. Platforms like Lovable, Bolt, and Instance are making it so anyone can build, well, anything. I think we're about to see a big shift in who gets to create tech, not just use it.
Yeah, it's a seismic shift for developers and agencies. The barrier to entry is dropping fast. And as businesses start adopting this no-code approach, we're going to see some workforce realignment as the AI takes over some of those lower to mid-level developer roles. And agencies are going to have to rethink their charging offer when non-techies can create working apps and websites for a few dollars. This one's going to be a key trend in the AI world for the rest of this year, for sure. Let's wrap up with something that could change lives in a whole different and positive way. AI in human health.
So, Google DeepMind just launched Alpha Genome. It's an AI that predicts how DNA mutations affect the body, way faster and more accurately than before. We're talking about moving genetic research from the lab into real-world predictive AI. It's not out for general use yet, but the potential is huge. Faster disease prediction, maybe new treatments approaching not too far in the future.
Yeah, I was chatting with a biotech founder last week, and he was genuinely excited about this. He said AI like Alpha Genome could cut years off the process of developing new therapies. It's early days, but if this works, it could be the next big medical breakthrough. And, we've seen in previous episodes how AI is already transforming healthcare, but this feels like another leap.
Absolutely. It's one of those moments where you realize AI isn't just about chatbots or productivity. It's about real impact on people's lives. And that's a good note to end on for this week.
Couldn't agree more. Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll be back next week with a review of the news, more tools, and I'm sure a few more surprises from the world of AI. Maddie, always a pleasure.
You too, Eric. Take care, everyone. Stay curious and keep raising that AIQ.